Hi, my name is Ray Park. You may know me or not, but I played Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace and Maul in Solo, Toad in X-Men, and the best ninja in the world in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra and Retaliation. And you're listening to Star Wars Conversations. So I hope you're talking good about me, because if you're not, I'll find you, because I'm a Sith. And of course, be with you.
How's it going, Colin?
Oh, very good. Thank you, Jay. It's lovely to be back on Star Wars Conversations.
Together again.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. We're like two old pirates flying around, talking Star Wars stuff.
Yep. So, what have you been up to? You've been interviewing people and rubbing shoulders with celebrities.
Yeah. I went to London Film and Comic Con recently, last weekend. That was really good. Met Ray Park, as the intro probably suggested. So that's pretty cool. Darth Maul. So that was really cool. He was crazy, man.
Yeah.
He was absolutely all over the place. He was mega late. He's like these sort of things where they've got people signing and there's a bit of pressure to get people through, and like when you have a photo with them, like they say like just come on, a couple of seconds, in and out. And then normally if you're doing it when you go for an autograph, you normally have a few words with them, but not loads. He was mental. He was getting out from behind the desk and doing like displays and jumping up and down, and for everyone, for every single person. And it was just like, and so when he came to do photo shoots, it was mega late, and he was talking.
It makes it feel worthwhile, right, when you get there and he does.
Stuff with you. Yeah, I mean, it was really good. I mean, I'll tell you what, it was such an experience meeting him. I mean, first of all, obviously, I was in my Darth Maul cardboard costume, so I'd had a. Yeah, so I first met him when I had my photo shoot, and he was like, "Oh, this is awesome," and he was trying to do this like weird pose with me, like as I'm going to attack it. I'm like, "Dude, I don't know what you're doing," and I'm in a cardboard costume, which if I turn to the side, I look like I'm Colin. So so I was trying to do that, but he was like jumping and flipping and doing all the bloody stuff.
Wow, that's cool.
And then as soon as I got that. Because he was only supposed to be doing that for half an hour, having photos. And so then I ran back to where his autograph table was, because I wanted to get the photo autographed.
Yeah.
And of course, little did I know he was going to be an hour while we was finishing those half an hour's photos. And then he comes back, and there was probably about 20 people in front of me. Seriously, it took over an hour for him to get through those 20 people, because he was just being crazy. But it was wicked, because there was this little guy, I can't remember the guy's name, Kem I think it was, who was behind me, this young lad. He was not young, I'm old, so he wasn't super young.
You are old.
Anyway, apparently he was 9 when Phantom Menace came out.
Okay.
And he loved Darth Maul. And he was telling me, in the queue, he was telling me this whole story about how much he loves him and all this kind of thing. And it was wicked. And he was on his own, and so obviously I'd spoken to Ray, got him to do the thing. Ray was all over the place, and I said to him, "Look, I'm going to wait with you, and I'm going to make sure Ray gives you another photo with him." And I sort of did that for him and stuff. So that was quite cool. So I got him a photo.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was wicked. It was really cool, and the con was excellent. There were so many guests there, loads of Doctor Who ones, which I'll talk about on the Tigers podcast. But there was a Star Wars zone. Right. So I met a couple of people who recognised me from Star Wars Celebration.
Awesome. Well, you're recognisable in your cardboard costumes.
Yeah. And do you remember Jake, who wrote that How to Talk Wookiee book that I've played on the show?
Yeah.
He was there. He came up and he literally came up to me and said, "Oh, come over to my table and start talking to me, and how you doing?" That was wicked. So it's good to see him. Simon, who was on the show recently, he was a guest there.
Awesome.
So I had a good chat with him. He was saying that he's had loads of people talk to him since he's been on the show.
Really? people heard him on the show?
Yeah. So that's wicked.
That's awesome.
So everyone that is listening, it seems like there are people listening. Go and say hello to Simon again.
Yeah, whenever you see him.
Yeah, just pester him. He's desperate to come back on, so he loves talking
cool.
Star Wars. So
Good. Yeah,
get him
he was
back
good
on.
to talk to. I like talking to him. It was fun.
Yeah, so brilliant. So there were loads of like minor Star Wars guests. Like Admiral Peter was supposed to be there, but I couldn't find him. But there was people that like the Praetorian Guards,
Right.
those kind of
stuntmen that played the Praetorian Guards.
The third person that played Darth Vader, and some stuntman that played a bit of Chewbacca at some time, and that kind of thing. So to be honest, I didn't get a chance to really talk to those lot. I did talk to. There was a Rancho Obi-Wan stall.
Ah, cool.
And there was also Field of Force. There's a new news group. I forgot what it's called now. Anyway, a lady from there. I think her name's Irish Geek or something on Instagram. She recognised me from Celebration. Was chatting away. So hello to her. It was cool, man. It was really good.
Did you? So was Steve Sansweet from Rancho Obi-Wan? Was he there?
No.
Huh.
But they just had like a few bits. And,
they're just displaying some of their collection, were they?
So that's cool.
The Ray Park thing, I mean, it's good interaction with the fans, I guess. Like, I know it took long, but I guess it was worth it once you got there.
Oh, God. I mean, like I said, it was amazing. I guess, for me, the thing when you go and see celebrity things is really... Because I felt a bit guilty about even keeping him as long as I did, because I didn't intend him to bloody jump out from behind his desk and get another photo of me. He put it on his own Instagram and everything.
Yeah, you posted that one, right?
Yeah. So I felt a bit guilty because I guess it's you want to interact with him when you're getting an autograph.
Yeah.
But even I'm thinking, well, look, don't spend too long with him, mate, because there's a million people that want to see you.
Yeah.
So I think they should balance it a little bit. But I mean, look, fair enough.
It's just a personal thing, isn't it? Like, he was just like, yeah, I want to do this. But I'll tell you what, I mean, he is actually the only person that I have an autographed photo of.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He sent me an autographed photo because years ago when The Phantom Menace came out and I dressed up as Darth Maul. Yeah. And I was being filmed for an interview, which there's a small clip of that in The People vs. George Lucas. And the guy that was filming it was also going to then go and talk to Ray Park and all that. And when he did, he showed him like the footage of me. And Ray Park sent me a
cool,
signed phone. It says something like something about the dark side on it. I haven't got it framed. I should get a frame for it, right? It's the only one I've got. I found it again when we're moving house. I was like, oh yeah.
So one thing I do need to say is a big thank you to London Film and Comic Con because they actually gave me a press pass to go to the show.
Well, you are the press.
I am the press. So big shout out to them, and hopefully maybe next time, Jay, we'll both go and we can get some proper interviews. Because
I haven't been to Comic Con so long. I'd love to go to another one.
Yeah, so that'd be wicked.
Yeah.
Well, showmasters, send us more passes, please.
Yes.
And any other convention that's got Star Wars people, thank you. I'm sure. I think CovCon's coming up soon. Jeff that came on the show.
Yeah.
That's in September, so I don't know if there's any Star Wars guests.
Maybe all those listeners could start, messaging all these Comic Cons and that, saying, "Hey, we want Star Wars conversations to be pressed there."
Yeah, I mean, we could host a panel or something, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
We'd be the best at that.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
We'd be bloody brilliant.
Maybe.
Okay. Anyway, so look, it's been ages since we've done this, so apologies, listeners. Jay's been very busy, and I haven't. There's loads of news happened.
Yeah, there has been quite a bit of news.
Let's not go through it all, but is there anything particularly you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the most recent one. Was obviously the camera started rolling.
Casting.
9. Well, they actually started filming, didn't they? Yesterday.
Yeah, that's it. So,
yesterday. JJ put a photo up on his Instagram or his Twitter, and also there's comments about they all went for a big dinner before that, and that was quite cool. But so episode.
Wonder what they had. KFC.
I don't know. I wonder what cantina they went to.
Oh, Blue milk or green milk?
I think it's probably green, wasn't it? And if it's the sequel trilogy. But yeah, I mean, did you reckon they had one of those creatures there? So like squirt it, like dispense it?
Yeah. That's like it's that equivalent of one of those ice cream factories, like in Pizza Hut. They get a few marshmallows, put them on. Nice.
So I mean, so that was quite exciting. Other than that, there was a couple of things, and it was before the announcement of the whole cast. I was quite excited that Billy Dee Williams, obviously Lando's going.
Yeah, Billy's back.
Yep.
Mark Hamill's back.
That was good. Yeah, Mark Hamill's back.
Carrie Fisher's back.
Oh yeah, Carrie Fisher's back. So they're using footage that was from The Force Awakens, right?
Sorry.
I'll repeat that bit.
Yeah.
So they're using footage that was from The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah, man.
So it's all this extra footage that he'd shot that was just on the cutting room floor, I guess.
I watched a video the other day, and they were talking about what it potentially could be, and they said they went back to, I can't remember what website it was that they are really good at guessing stuff before it comes out, and they said that there was when Force Awakens, before Force Awakens came out, they'd done a report on what they said was going to be in the script, right. And they had a whole bit about Leia. Oh, this is a spoiler, by the way, potentially. Leia creating a weapon that they were going to use against the First Order.
Okay.
And apparently it goes a bit poo, but that potentially is what the scenes that he's going to reuse. Maybe.
Well, the thing is as well.
You hear it first on Star Wars.
That's we heard. Well, second if they've seen that video, but yeah.
Well, they haven't, have they?
Oh, okay, yeah. But if you saw Leia in The Force Awakens, she looked very different than she did in Last Jedi. She had like her military, like,
she wasn't frozen.
Yeah. So I mean, are they just going to say, she's back in her combat gear because? Yeah,
but they can CGI that bit, can they?
Yeah.
Just because they said they ain't going to CGI her, doesn't mean they ain't going to mess around with the costume, the background.
I think they'd have to use some CGI anyway, because firstly, it depends if they just use all the lines that were recorded for that, or if they want more. They can digitally recreate her voice in some parts. Also, if they want to make her look like she's saying something else, clever editing plus a little bit of CG to
maybe like a banana going in front of her face or something,
like what we used to do. on our awesome videos, but go back and see some of those if you weren't watching us back then or listening to us
when we had time to make videos.
Yeah, I would like to go back and do videos again.
Well,
at some point.
I keep waiting for you to invite me over so we can get a green screen and we can start recording together.
Yeah, we need to do that.
When you get live in about 5 years.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to do the videos again because they were quite funny. Although they ended up, they were like just this. Us talking with loads of noises and comedy shit going on throughout. Every time we said someone, like their head would fly off the screen.
Hey, it kept you amused.
You could always find out when I'd learnt a new skill, because there'd be something just constantly happening throughout the video. But yeah, so anyway, so there's all the cast thing. Obviously, Billy Dee Williams. Before that, everyone's like, he's getting in shape. He had to cancel some appearances at comic conventions or whatever because of filming scheduling. And they're like, hold on a minute, what's he filming? So, and then obviously there's this. The other one that got me really excited was Kerry Russell being brought on.
Oh yeah, I don't know who she is.
So Kerry Russell, firstly, she worked with JJ in one of the Mission Impossible movies, but she also was Elizabeth in The Americans, which is an absolutely brilliant program. She's finished it now, and so that was probably what she's best known for. And in that, she does quite a lot of physical stuff. And then when you see what they said for the character, it was an action-heavy role, which is good. So then the question is, well, who would she play? Now, I don't know if you saw, I posted something. I reckon, because they spoke to Timothy Zahn, and they asked him if anyone had spoken to him about bringing Mara Jade into Star Wars. And he was like, I'd be all up for that if they wanted to do it. But they'd have to change things a little bit. And I think it would be possible that they might get her to play someone like that. Not Mara Jade as she was in the books, but maybe she would be like one of Luke's top students or something. Do you know what I mean? Like change the character somewhat, but give her elements of that character. Do you know what I mean?
I do get what you're saying,
or
but
maybe they change her name.
Would that be worth doing?
I don't know. Like, would it be like an Easter egg? They do like a little nod to fans, or maybe they change her name, but make her personality quite like Mara Jade. Or do you know what I mean? Because I don't know.
Is she red hair?
She has light brown hair, but you know they could make her hair red. You know, it's not.
They could do, couldn't they?
Something they couldn't.
Why don't they just reveal that Rey is Jaina Solo, and then I'll be happy?
Well, that won't happen. But
Sword of a Jedi.
When Kerry Russell was brought on, and they said it's going to be an action-heavy role, and I thought to myself, okay, you know, would it be something like? Let's say it's not Mara Jade, but it could be like one of Luke's top students who wasn't there when all the shit went down with Kylo, and she comes back to, train Rey some more or something. Because
shall I tell you who she's going to play?
Go on.
Ahsoka. She's going to jump through a time vortex.
Dude, that would suck balls. Which we're going to go into that a little bit in a minute.
Yeah, we know, man.
Actually, we can go into that now.
Let's go into that now. Clone Wars is back, baby.
Yeah.
Filoni did a panel at San Diego, and throughout the whole panel they were talking, just its 10-year anniversary. Then right at the end, wham bam, here's a little trailer for the final season of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So 12 episodes. Most likely going to be 4-episode arcs, or 3 4-episode arcs. Again, there's a great, if you go on Nerdist YouTube channel, they break down what they think the storylines are going to be based on the lost storylines that have been talked about.
If you are interested in it.
If you're interested in it. There's a lot of people that are, mate. I mean, Clone Wars cartoon was the entry point for a lot of people, wasn't it?
I know.
So
they can enjoy it, and I hope.
To be fair, I like Clone Wars cartoon, most of it. I didn't obviously. It's a million times better than Rebels.
There were times when it was good, but I felt that it was bad more than it was good.
No, I would say it was good more than it was bad.
Yeah.
It was always good action stuff, and the clone stuff was always good. A good clone fighting, and there's a bit of Jedi-ness.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be that interested in watching this. I'll probably not watch it and then have to force myself to binge it at the end or something.
No, I'm going to make you watch it weekly with me, and we're going to
think that's going to happen?
Yes, and we're going to talk about it every week.
All that will happen is every week I'll go, it fucking sucked balls, blah, 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 blah. You know what's going to happen.
I don't think it will, because I mean, the only thing is the last story arc's going to be Mandalore, I think. But Ahsoka's back, yay!
Great. And did you like my post about the interview with Ezra?
I didn't read it.
Well,
tell me about it.
Oh yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention to it.
I saw your comment about it.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about. Really.
Oh, well, okay.
Because that stupid character's going to come back at some point. So
he's 100% coming back. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So
and the thing is, it'll probably be in the Resistance cartoon, I think.
Oh, probably. That one. I mean, the artwork looks quite nice.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as nice as Daz Tibble's artwork, by the way. Shout out to Daz Tibbles, who does fucking amazing Star Wars art. And when he finishes his cartoon, it's going to just... Oh, man, it looks amazing, And they really should give him a job. And I'd even say, let him take over from Filoni.
Yeah.
Because Filoni just makes stupid characters and holds on to them forever. The artwork looks nicer on that. Hopefully it's a good cartoon for once.
Yeah, it will be.
Optimism.
Yeah. I'm halfway through Thrawn Alliance's book.
How is that?
It's okay.
Oh, I see.
It flips between. There's 3 timelines. There's the timeline where Thrawn and Vader are sent to investigate something.
Yep.
There's a timeline when Thrawn and Anakin are on the same planet.
Yeah.
Because they're looking for Padme.
Yeah.
And obviously then there was a little bit of timeline where Padme's story started first. And it's all right. It's a bit pointless.
Oh. Was it just to sort of like try and show the relationship between Thrawn and Vader, and like does Thrawn know that Vader is Anakin?
Yeah, he works it out.
Of course he does. Okay, so yeah, it's just to show that they.
Well, as soon as I'm only halfway through it, I sort of stopped listening to it because I was doing something else and I couldn't concentrate on it, and then I'm gone to listen to it again. So, which is a bit of a telltale sign that maybe it's not that great. It's all right. I mean,
who wrote that one?
Again, it's Timothy Zahn.
Oh, it is. Okay. Is the voice acting good?
Yeah, it's Mark Thompson again, so it's good.
Cool.
It's all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not that excited about the story because it's half of it is about obviously looking for some droid factory in the middle of the nowhere, and then the rest of it is. So, what are you doing? You make me feel sick.
I've just got it balancing.
Nice. Okay.
When I say it, I mean my laptop. Colin's looking at me on Skype.
That's what's making me feel sick.
Can't see this. Yeah.
not Jay's lightsaber. Okay. Right. Anyway, so I'll let you know when I finish that and tell you if it's any good. I'm sure it's fine.
Not sounding like it's gonna be.
I think I'm a bit burnt out. I'll have to listen. I'll have to try it again. Yeah. And also, I didn't know whether to try getting the solo novelisation audiobook as well, because apparently it's got extra bits in it. But I don't know if I can bother with that.
Well, I don't know. The movie is good. Maybe the novel will be good too.
Yeah, but I've seen the movie.
Well, you haven't seen the bits in the novel that aren't in the movie.
No. So, but then I've only seen the movie twice, so I might not remember what the bits were anyway.
That's true. Well, then it would be like a whole new story for you again.
Oh, it might be, mightn't it?
There you go, see?
Yay!
I'm actually waiting for that to come out because I want the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I can't wait for the film to come out. When is it coming out?
Let's have a look. You know what?
September, I reckon.
I think it's probably something like that. I'm going to have a look now. But it's interesting because I didn't actually feel that way about the Last Jedi. I wasn't like, I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah, it's going to come out on the 24th of September.
Yay!
So, yeah, you know what? I should probably buy the 4K one because...
you got big telly.
My TV's wicked. Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I'll come out and watch it.
Yeah, man, it's so cool. Actually, my PlayStation's not a pro, so I can't play the 4K disc.
Oh, you idiot.
Damn it. I need to get on top of all this tech.
You do? What other stories have you got?
Well, I don't really have any stories, man. I was just
news.
doing the things that came off the top of my head there. Go on. This is how prepared we are.
I'll tell you what, Battlefront's a mess.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Battlefront's a mess the day it came out.
In July, they had a hot fix, and
they broke it.
And they basically broke the game, and they've had to take Emperor Palpatine out of it for the whole of July.
Really?
Yeah, and they kept saying, "Oh yeah, we'll put a new hotfix in," and they haven't done it for the whole of July. Whole of July.
Why specifically?
Huh? Because he was just killing everyone. He basically, his lightning was going through the walls.
What he does.
No, but he was just completely overpowered. And if you're on the PC and you went to play as Boba Fett, you got yourself banned from the game, from EA, from the servers.
What, just from playing?
Yeah, just from picking Boba Fett.
Wow.
So basically, they are having a mare, and obviously they released that roadmap, and no one's impressed with that. So basically, over July, nothing's happened with the game. It's just,
talk about.
They released that Starfighter Hero Showdown thing, which is rubbish, and that's it.
But talk about how to kill your own game.
I know.
It's ridiculous, greedy. It's all the greed.
Bad. It's bad. It is really bad.
Well,
even I now like. I still like the game. I still love it.
Is people won't have faith when the next one comes out because I'm not going to buy the next one. Yeah, and I know that a lot of people will just.
I can't see that they'll release another game with the Battlefront name.
if they do, they might take it away from EA. Hopefully, the contract ends or something like that.
Yeah.
Other things, I've got some nice action figures recently.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how I collect the 6-inch Black Series.
I do know.
And I'm not the type of collector that keeps his toys in boxes on a shelf, because I'm like, toys are to be played with, right? So I like to have mine on display. And
have you got a display area now? Have you sorted that out?
Well, not yet until my den's done, but I've got them all stored. They used to be on display at my old place, but now, because we moved, I haven't got round to doing that floor yet, which is going to be the next thing we've got to do is our garden, so that's going to be a while. But you know, I like to have all my figures on display. Obviously, if you're going to have, like, you know, Vader and the Emperor and all that, you want to have like loads of Stormtroopers. Firstly, a guy on Facebook sold me a wicked throne for the Emperor. It's brilliant. It's 3D printed. It looks exactly like the one from the movie, and so the Stormtroopers go for like sort of 30 or 40 quid, right? Now Hasbro and are arseholes, because what they should do is things like troopers, you know, make them cheap, churn them out. They're the kind of things that people like to army build or buy loads of, right? But instead, no, they make it hard for you to get them. They make them expensive. So anyway, Bandai do a wicked Stormtrooper, right? And I got one for 17 quid. It comes like a model kit, right? So you know when you get an Airfix model and it's all on the plastic and that? So it comes like that. No glue needed. It's all clicked together and they fit together perfectly. And once you put it together, it takes about an hour. It is such a poseable figure. It's 6-inch, so it fits with all the Black Series perfectly. And it's brilliant. Like, it comes with about 4 or 5 different types of hands.
So that's on your Christmas wish list, is it?
So I bought 2 of those and I built 2 of them.
Nice.
And so like when the Shore Troopers came out, right? So they made the Shore Trooper Commander readily available everywhere. But if you wanted the Shore Troopers themselves, they were Target exclusive in the States, or Walgreens exclusive, one or the other. And so to get them, firstly, you know, you had to be a pre-order online, and then it was, you know, whether or not you could get them. And now they go for like 50, 60 quid. Bandai do Shore Troopers for about £20. I've ordered one already. It's on its way. I can't wait to get that, because I'm like, screw it, man. I'll have those and put them in with my Black Series, because all I want is to have the Troopers, you know.
That's what you want, man.
Yeah, man. I just want to have all those. And I've got my Bespin Han Solo on order, which is, I can't wait for that. And I've got 4LOM, or 4LOM as you're supposed to call them apparently, or I think it's 4LOM. I've got 4LOM and Tarkin arriving maybe tomorrow or Monday. Yeah, I got General Veers recently. That's an awesome figure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they're putting out quite a lot of good ones, and I'm buying. I love buying them so much.
I'm very pleased for you, Jay.
So yeah, I'll try and do a review of the Bandai one or something and put it on the group.
Yeah, make a little video.
Yeah, I will. I'll try and video it. I need to put a decent background, you know, so you can see it on camera.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'll try and do that. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah, man. Have you read any comics recently?
No.
Oh. That's an underwhelming return to Star Wars conversations, isn't it?
Look. Now I know we're back, I'll do a bit more work on it, shall I?
Well, you can read something.
Yeah, I'll read something.
Yeah.
I'll read something. I'm trying to watch every episode of Doctor Who before the new series starts for the TARDIS podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And it's killing me.
Why?
Because I ain't got time.
Oh.
And
there's a lot of them.
We've got a lot to watch before the middle of October. So.
Yeah.
And Darryl is gone crazy, and he started watching loads of them. He was the one holding us up a bit, but now he's just gone mental.
Now he's ahead of you.
Yeah, he is. He's well ahead. He's on Matt Smith. I'm still at the end of David Tennant.
Well, you know what? Before episode 9, we'll have to watch all the Star Wars movies again.
On your B telly.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. That's, you know what? I've already watched Empire Strikes Back with my daughter.
Revisit.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, definitely revisit. But what I love, and it makes me so proud, is when Star Wars comes on, she just stares at the screen and watches it, and I'm like, yes, yes. You don't know the power.
I never know. I've always thought in my head, what's the right time to introduce a kid to Star Wars? Because
birth.
Well, no. Well, my thinking was you want them to experience it and remember that first experience of it. And
she ain't gonna remember anything from now.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But how old have you got to stop? When have you got to stop putting it in front of her so that when she does, because you don't want her to remember it when she watches it the first time properly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I watched it when I was 4 or something.
Like I was about 4.
So yeah, I guess like
4.
If I can, it depends really, doesn't it? Like if she's like able to have conversations.
If she's a genius, and got all of her brains from Ange, then
the thing is, I didn't specifically try to show her Star Wars. I was watching it and she was sitting with me, and that's it. And so then I noticed that she was just like glued to the screen, which made me very happy. Mm-hmm. And then we did it a couple of times. We watched that, and I think what else did I watch? It was I think I've watched A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, both revisited, and she watched them both. Obviously, not the whole way through because they don't have that kind of attention span, but she watched a lot of it.
I'm surprised at that.
I know. I was very disappointed at that, but right. Okay, so we're going to keep this one short today. It's been 42 minutes already.
Well, that's more than enough of us talking about nothing. So brilliant. Well done, Jay.
I thought we did that very well.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Colin.
Oh, also, sorry, one last shout out, Thomas from the group.
Thomas?
Thomas Harrison. He's also got the Funko group as well. And anyway, he was a lifesaver. He gave me a ticket for David Tennant when I was there, so that's cool.
Ah, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Nice one, Thomas.
Yeah. So.
Did you meet many people from our group at the London Film and Comic Con?
From our group? No.
Yeah. Oh.
Thomas, that's about it.
Because I thought I saw a few people put on there, I'm going too.
Well, they didn't come and find me.
Maybe they avoided you.
I don't blame them.
One of my friends was there, and I said to him, did you see the cardboard Darth Maul? And he's like, yeah, I think I saw him. And I was like, that's my mate Colin. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, oh.
I made a big impression then. Glad I went to the effort.
You were very nice. I thought it was an awesome costume, man.
Thanks.
And that's what counts.
I've got to think of an easy, lightweight, foldable one for when I go to Chicago next year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you've got to have one. Have you got a Stormtrooper or a Biker Scout or anything?
No, but it's going to have to be probably like my Chewie one, which was literally just a head and a body, because I think anything more will be too heavy for my luggage.
Maybe you can just make it when you're out there.
Yeah, but I ain't
because you're going to stay at Wendy's, right? So just tell her to get loads of cardboard.
I'm not actually staying at Wendy's, I don't think.
Oh, aren't you?
Well,
I thought you were.
No, I'm probably hopefully going to get a hotel. But
there you go.
But that's a good point, though. Wendy might have some art equipment that I could use. Because also I'm going to go see the 4-Star Studios guys, the artists, Mike Norton and that.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got some paint or something, probably, hasn't he?
Exactly. Just go and steal their stuff and get some cardboard. I mean, I'm sure they have cardboard in America. And,
do you reckon?
They might have. I think they have cardboard.
Should I just get some from some homeless person? Say, like, give me your cardboard.
Yeah, steal his bed.
Yeah. That's nice. That's a nice way for us to end the show. We've been awful time.
Colin attacks homeless people. Right, that'll do it for us. Yeah. And you can find us in all the usual places on social media, such as the group Star Wars Conversations on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter at Star Wars Convo or hashtag Star Wars Convo. You can find Colin on Twitter at
Captain Colin.
And you can find me at 1933 Eagles, I think.
If you want to look at my cosplay, it's at Crappy. It's Crappy Cardboard Cosplay. I've got an Instagram just for that now as well.
There you go. Oh, I'll have to follow you on that one.
Yeah.
And what else can you find us on? You can find us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes. If you like our podcast, please go over to iTunes and
give us a review, man.
Because we'd appreciate your reviews, even if you say those two are dicks, but I love them. That's fine. And then upvote us or whatever. You can also, I don't know how you do it, dude. I've not really paid attention. And you can also find us on the Taylor Network of Podcasts.
You can find us on the Taylor Network of Podcasts. It's basically a website and a feed, and it's got all the news. And it's got loads of podcasts, all for free. Go track yourself. Nothing's on. Double page spread. Often by Geek. Loads. TARDIS podcast. Yeah, so some great ones. So go listen to that.
And just before we end as well, I just wanted to take a moment to say about Jon Schnepp. You know Jon Schnepp? He's like the king of the sweaties, and unfortunately he passed away on July 19th. A lot of people who watch Collider and stuff like that will know who he is. He also did the Death of Superman Lives What Happens documentary, amongst numerous other things. Anyway, it was very, very sad, and the way that he died has ended up costing his family a lot of money. And if you were a fan, you watched any of his shows or anything, there is a GoFundMe and a PayPal to help them with the medical costs. They're in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So even if it's $1, please do go over there. I'll post the links in the bottom of this video and try and help out in any way you can. If you were a fan of any of his work, he did Metalopolis, all that stuff. And he did the Slayer comic, loads of other stuff. You go and have a look. He's got a huge list of work he did as an artist in comics, in animation, some of people's favourite stuff they've watched. He's worked on that. Just see if you can help out in any way. And on that note, that's it for this week. We'll try and come back next week.
We'll give it a go.
We'll try. Right. So until next time.
Punch it, Chewie.
May the Force be with you.
Thank you.